Okay, so what I'm going to try and do is put a visual to this, but the smartphone I'm using to record this recording, it's just the fact that I dropped it and the camera smashed, so I can't record the actual tarot reading. But I'm going to try to put this to a visual. I know the app I need to find. It's just a question of finding it. And it doesn't seem to pop up when I search now. And I've forgotten exactly what it's called. I should be able to find it, given a bit of peace and quiet and a bit of time when I get home. But for now, let's do a tarot reading. Now, previously, and you can look back on it, I think it's still available on my YouTube channel, a tarot reading using Harry Potter cards. I also did another tarot reading using a plain deck of playing cards. Remember, every card game is basically based upon tarot cards. They were the original card game, if you can call it a game. Not a game, obviously. But yeah, every deck of cards is based upon the tarot deck. Now the key, when buying these unusual cards, is to figure out which is relevant to which tarot card. Now, as I say in my mental health blog, it would be wise for those who know nothing about the occult, or paganism, magic, etc., to absolutely avoid any messing with tarot. But if you know what you're doing, it's actually safe, because you put the protections in place so you don't get the harmful effects. But if you don't know about the potential and highly likely harmful effects, you will come a cropper. Which is why I'm a big campaigner when I have opportunity against this new magazine called Introduce Yourself to Tarot, or whatever it's called, with all these glitzy sparkles, stickers and everything. I think it's aimed at something like 6-year-old girls, and God dear oh my, if they play tarot at 6 years old without any understanding of the true nature of paganism, and I ain't talking Harry Potter here, I'm talking true nature of paganism, then they definitely will develop serious mental illness in their teenage years. What a stupid idea of the publishing company. Or maybe they're just in it for the money. Anyway, this is for adults. Look, when I put this on YouTube, I'm not going to put made for kids only. I'm not going to put an age warning. And maybe you'd actually like to listen to my words and realise that, no, if you are 6, 7, 8, well, look, there's nothing wrong, as far as I'm concerned, with someone that knows about witchcraft and paganism using tarot. But, kids, don't try it on your own at home. And if you do want to have a tarot reading from a professional, choose your professional wisely. There are a lot of crooks out there in the medium pagan witch commercial business. Beware anyone that charges you for a tarot reading. It's supposed to be a service, not a money-making business. Anyway, here's my reading. Right, so I'm going to do a fairly traditional tarot layout. A 3 by 3. And I'm using a rather unusual deck of cards, which I prefer not to mention which one, but those in the know will no doubt guess when I mention the card names. So I'm down to the 9 cards. Now of my remaining deck I have 2 left, which I'm now placing in my pocket. So the central, remember, according to my interpretation of tarot, the central card is key. It will expand your understanding of all the others. So the central card, swamp. There's a land card, swamp, otherwise known as marsh, with a little bit more soggy. Anyway, forget the knowledge. Anyway, swamp as the central key card. So that's the key card. And so we need to look at what's above it. But first, let's look at what's coming up beneath. Because we always have to look out for those beneath us. Otherwise, they may get us and we descend. Get it? This is kind of like this version of tarot is like a war. It almost can be viewed as a war game. And so we look at those below us that are able to topple the defence of the top 3 by getting through the top 3's defence. So the top 3 key defence is swamp, and who do we have far below? But we have a very powerful zombie berserker, which is Carful Kennel Master. So Carful Kennel Master could perhaps outdo the top card, but it's a swamp as the key card. So Carful Kennel Master drowns in the swamp. Now, then the key middle card of the bottom row is missing, so we join together the 2 lower cards. So if they can get past the right hand middle card and the left hand middle card, which in this case of this are dealing are also both swamp. I shuffled them. This is I'm not making this up. I know the 3 middle cards are all swamp. It's unusual. It doesn't usually happen this way, but it has this time. So can they get past? Possibly. What we have is a basic land card of forest. So forest grows over swamp, and think what was it called? Mangrove forest, I think. Think Amazonian forest. Think Amazonian rainforest. Mangrove forest. So if the remaining card on the bottom knows how to cross the mangrove forest, succeeds in taking, if the scores are correct, on the top left. Let me give you the rivals. It's the Manasseh Butte, a troll warrior, an expert at forests, against the black dragon, which everyone knows is a dragon. So of course he gets past the mangrove forest and goes. And then we compare the abilities. When black dragon enters the battlefield, target creature and opponent gets -3/-3 until end of turn. What does Troll Warrior do? Some adventuring parties are made up of old friends, their common bonds bolstering them in the face of peril, while the parties simply hire the biggest, meanest muscle they find. He has 3 and 3, and Black Dragon does a -3/-3, so Troll Warrior is dead. And that's the end of it. So we see the 3 bottom ranks of this 9 game reading are all dead, apart from the forest that's now produced a mangrove forest over the swamp. Very good for the middle 3. However, our central card is hidden, so we don't mention the hidden swamp. And as the hidden swamp is protecting the top 3, I shall keep those cards for another reading. Bye.